Hello viewers, I'm going to take you through a tour of the Red Racket Station mall I've created for Fallout 4. It's a PlayStation 4 playthrough, so no mods. As I learn more about making videos for YouTube, hopefully we'll be able to edit this with some kind of music as well, because frankly my fucking voice is boring. This is the beginning part. I wanted to make it really reek of that capitalism feel. Many of my builds have been inspired. Many of the ideas are inspired by Davey of No Respawns and Lois Clayton and the Mad Queen show. I will put links in the description. The latter two particularly really helped me decorate all the different buildings I threw up. They're very inspiring. As we walk around, I have all the furniture, I think, that I'm going to place for this settlement, but I haven't placed any of the objects yet. That takes forever, and I just wanted to get a video up to show you guys what my particular Red Rocket mall is going to look like. All the shelves are empty, but I share the same philosophy as Davey at No Respawns. I like a really cluttered, tight appearance to my settlements. I want them to look busy, lived in, functional, as well as recreational. I want it to look like settlers have moved in and are making day-to-day 200 years after the bombs fell.
You're so hungry.
You need a chicken and waffles sign, I think. All of the items they've added to the Wasteland Workshop DLC have been amazing. I can't wait to see what they had for us in the May Dumb DLC. I've seen the screenshots from leaked sources or whatever. I'll try to find the link. There's a bunch that Mr. Matty Plays has his channel. they look like they're going to be interesting. They certainly look like they're going to be fun. Here's my fail. I don't want to talk too long. And then of course there's an autosave. Hopefully I can cut this out. Maybe I'll just leave it in. I'm not proud. I was a little worried about doing the tour while it was raining, but I think with all the lighting I put up, like a lot of lights in my settlement, apparently the settlers do too, lots of lighting helps your happiness a little bit, and I think it turned out really well with all the slick, wet textures. This is where I make drugs. If you need caps, I'll throw up a link to No Response resource gathering videos. There are two of them. There's an older one and then one he just released. It's it's excellent. I'm particularly proud of that sign. I think it was well done. When I build my settlements, I like to start with the wall. Later in the video I'll do a wrap around the Red Rocket along the wall so you can see what it looks like and how it overlooks outside of the settlement. I mean, there are only 2 people watching these videos, so however, I'm gonna narrate it with the high hopes that I can get 3 subscribers maybe, and if either of you are interested in seeing how I throw a section of wall up, I'll do a tutorial video. It's pretty simple, but it takes the rug glitch and a couple heavy helpings of patience with unleveled terrain. The rug glitch can be frustrating. When I did the wall tour of the Red Rocket settlement the first time, I made an annotation. There's the far corner was particularly difficult. I mean, controller smashing difficulty. I mean, it's worth it. Give me more Sims in my Fallout. I'm there. I'm done. I went out of my way to try to find just the right clothes for all of the shopkeepers. And you only get to see one. You get to see my ghoul doctor in his Vault-Tec lab coat. But I enjoy the costumes. Even though I don't wear them on my character myself. I mean, you gotta have the armor and the stats, but this is the corner I was talking about. It was particularly difficult. But it worked out. As much as possible, try to use all 3 types of structure materials. Wood is the most common because it has the most different pieces, has the most utility to it. But I mean, when I can throw up the occasional metal wall or use the concrete slabs. I like to mix them up. It gives it a real wastelandy feel. So it gives it that the settlers had to really scrounge and venture to gather up what they needed to create a home. I mean, and that's the best part, I think, of Fallout is the setting, is that after the bomb feel, where everything is so precious. These, we passed the other one. I'm sure you saw it, but I was too busy muttering about clothes. This is my ghetto sniper perches. They're the sniper nests for kind of your lazy snipers, you know, comfortable chair, cooler. I think you're gonna throw some of that beer in there.
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope.
That's an armored tuxedo.
You ain't been up to see Graveyard. You should go. Whole place is run by robots.
I was able to be a little bit less spazzy while I was walking around in this video as opposed to the first one. It was kind of a doofus. That being said, I might want to speed things up a little bit. This video is going to be almost 14 minutes long by the time we're done. If I don't take out the interruption with that settler. My favorite thing in all of the set about building, settlement building, to give it that, you know, space is a valuable resource, cluttered feel is using the containers. Many of them are stackable. I mean, right in the build menu, we can put boxes on top of boxes on top of boxes. You'll notice suitcases and foot lockers underneath a lot of the beds. That idea came from Lewis Clayton, of course. Again, out of the two viewers, one of you was the one who pointed me in her direction, so the other, again, make sure all the links are in the description, because I'm not going to be, you know, using ideas from other YouTubers and not giving them due credit. It's douchey. Well, there we are. Finn.